We are bringing our Cometh debugger to our eWasm on Cosmos technology, and you can check out our video demos on Cometh from over 1 year ago when we used it to debug classic EVM contracts. But now we are using it to debug eWasm contracts. So what I will do now is I will load this simple storage debug eWasm contract. And this is a contract that has been transpiled from EVM code in debug mode, because Mythos eWasm contracts also contain the original EVM code from transpiled contracts. We can debug any on-chain contract with this tool. So next, we need to provide the transaction data here. And we have this example. So we give a gas limit, a gas price, the sender of the transaction, the value, the call data, and in this case, we will use the instantiate function, which is equivalent to the constructor code for classic EVM contracts. If we want to debug the runtime, we would be using the main function. So let's copy this and paste it here. And then click on Go. So now you get a list of opcodes and you can step through them. You can click on whatever opcode you want, for example this mload, and it will move it up, code copy, and so on. And you can also see the changes in the stack, memory, and storage. Not only that, but these changes are color-coded, so you know exactly what opcode changed what. So in this case, we have this push, which adds this item on the stack. If we go to the next push, you'll see that it adds this item, but this one remains colored in green now because this is the color of the first push. Next, we see the changes from mstore, which adds this item in memory at position 0x40. Another push, we're pushing 5, pushing 0, and now we're going to store the value 5 at key 0, and you can see these changes in storage here, and so on. And at the opcodes, we have here a split screen, so we can more easily navigate through the opcodes. We also get the return result and receipt. And if we go to the last opcode, we can see that after this push of 0, it will return the runtime bytecode from position 0 in memory to 0x150, which corresponds to this runtime EVM bytecode. And we also get the receipt. The eWasm Cometh debugger will have everything that our classical EVM Cometh had, and ability to load any WASM contracts from the chain, along with contract storage data, balances, transaction data, etc. So you will be able to thoroughly debug your contracts and transactions right from the browser with on-chain data. This debugger will be used by our Mythos chain and made accessible from our decentralized web server. So any developer will know all the available tools from the chain itself. And with this tool, contracts can also be executed in the Ganas wallet on its own mobile local chain. We are preparing this debugger for any WASM contracts, be it eWasm, CosmosSDK, or our own flavors of WASM X.